It was a simple story about a boy who was lost and a girl who was broken. They fought alongside a survivor, a war veteran, and a fallen knight. I led them into battle against an evil so terrible, it tried to black out the stars. We fought for each other. We fought for those who could not. But we never imagined it would end like this.
This is a time of difficult choices. Sometimes impossible ones.
As long as we're together, we've got a chance.
At least we'll go down fighting.
All paths are coming together now.
It's time to get to work.
We are the balance, Ezra. We were meant to be Jedi so we could be here now, when Lothal needs us most.
May the Force be with you.
What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Star Wars Rebels Season 4 trailer breakdown. So, quite a lot of news has actually come out of Star Wars Celebration over there in Orlando, which I am so jealous, and I really, really wish I was, because I was actually at last year's Star Wars Celebration, and I almost made it into the Rogue One panel, but I was 2 people away, and sadly didn't get in, so whatever. I'm totally not bitter or anything. But we have got the trailer for Season 4 of our very lovely Star Wars Rebels. And the trailer didn't actually reveal too much, sadly. It didn't really have a lot of information. But let's take a look at it anyway. Now, the first half of this trailer really was covering everything that had happened previously so far. We see Ezra with his previous haircut, which I think he actually looks better like this. To be honest, I think he looks better with the longer hair, but for some reason, I guess having the shorter hair makes him look more grown up and presumably badass. But we see Sabine with the dark saber there as well, and really covering everything we have seen previously. But if you remember, we have actually got the Rebel Alliance all set up. They are all set up now. So we have the Rebel Alliance really in the early days of this, because we saw Mon Mothma at the end of the last season, towards the end, sorry, setting up the Rebel Alliance, which was one of the best things, I think, of all of the seasons so far. Now, we actually see, interestingly, a wolf, which a lot of people are losing their shit over. But some people are actually saying is that Ahsoka could be this wolf. So Ahsoka, we haven't actually seen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. I know you'll let me know in the comments. But we've actually seen her mentioned quite a lot. We haven't seen her since her showdown with Vader, and obviously those two have history based in the Clone Wars as well. So that's really weird that we haven't seen her so far. But during the panel, our ever-loving troll, Dave Filoni, actually had an Ashoka Lives t-shirt with a question mark, and after the trailer, he actually changed it to a t-shirt that has an exclamation mark, which is interestingly why people are saying that she could be the wolf, because she had one of these. So I'm not too sure exactly if they're actually going to do that, but it'd be really weird if her spirit went into that wolf. I'm not too sure about that, but I do think that she is going to come back in some way, shape or form. So we see the planet where the Rebel Alliance is set. I expect we'll probably see them moving into their brand new digs on that planet as well. So it's really cool seeing this in Rebels. And sadly, this is going to be the last season of Star Wars Rebels. Season 4 was meant, well, it was only meant to last a few years, and sadly, it is now catching up with that timeline. And it was actually Dave Filoni's decision because he wanted to end it on a good point, and he never actually got the chance to end the Clone Wars. So he is ending it just as this is starting, and I expect it possibly to actually end just when Star Wars Rogue One was starting, which would be pretty cool and works really well in my opinion, because we actually see the general greet them on the planet as well. So I think that is really going to work there, and we're seeing a lot of the classic stormtroopers now, and we're also seeing some X-Wings as well, and also some TIE defenders and snow speeders, or speeders at least as well. So that's really, really weird there. And it does seem like the Mandalorians are going to be involved a lot more as well, considering, well, we've seen a lot of them in this trailer and they seem to be leading a battle. So perhaps this is possibly going to be why we never saw them in the original saga, maybe because they all probably died or something like that. So I expect that's probably what's going to happen. So what's cool as well, we're seeing a lot of these really, really fucking sick space scenes as well. And we see Hera go through hyperspace through a space station, which is freaking mental when you think about it. Now, interestingly, we have got another character joining us. We've got Rook, or Rook. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, because I'm sure you're going to let me know in the comments. But what is cool as well, Rook was actually someone who was in the original trilogy, the original one which, I say original trilogy, the original book trilogy, which introduced Admiral Thrawn, and he came in, and Rook was someone who was so happy that the Galactic Empire were helping him out. He grows to be part of the Death Guard, the Honor Guard, all that kind of Death Commandos as well, and was handpicked by Thrawn to be his bodyguard. But when he found out that the Empire and Thrawn were actually enslaving his people by deliberately making his planet worse, well, he got pissed off and killed him. So I guess this is how we're going to see Thrawn die, which is going to be very, very cool. But I'm hoping it is one of our crew who kill him, not Rook, because, well, this has been brewing for a long time. So that is it for this video. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.